What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower, you can use them in every country, your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Bitcoins are generated all over the internet by anybody running a free application called a Bitcoin miner. Mining requires a certain amount of work for each block of coins. This amount is automatically adjusted by the network such that Bitcoins are always created at a predictable and limited rate. Your Bitcoins are stored in your digital wallet, which might look familiar if you use online banking. When you transfer Bitcoins, an electronic signature is added. After a few minutes, the transaction is verified by a miner and permanently and anonymously stored in the network. The Bitcoin software is completely open source and anybody can review the code. Bitcoin is changing finance the same way the web changed publishing. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. Let's look at some examples of how Bitcoins are already used today. You can purchase video games, gifts, books, servers, and alpaca socks. Several currency exchanges exist where you can trade your Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Bitcoins are a great way for small businesses and freelancers to get noticed. It doesn't cost anything to start accepting them, there are no chargebacks or fees, and you'll get additional business from the Bitcoin economy.
What's going on, guys? It's your main man, Elon Winning Ways, and I am coming to you today with another episode of Winning Ways Rewinded. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on this episode of Winning Ways Rewinded, we are going to touch in on what is happening in the cryptocurrency markets. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these cryptocurrency markets have started to really pick up over the last couple of months. Reason being is because the US dollar is making a sharp turn towards the downside. You have a lot of digital currencies such as Bitcoin, Litecoin starting to get more exposure. New technologies are coming into formation and are definitely pushing these ICOs and these other cryptocurrencies off the ground. So there's a lot of action taking place, ladies and gentlemen. I highly recommend that if you are not involved, to get involved as soon as possible, because this is the type of price action, the type of movement that's taking place in the market right now that could really change your life for the individual who understands the importance of timing and positioning and the opportunity that's currently at hand. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk a little bit about a few of the different cryptocurrencies that are ones that you really want to pay attention to, ones that are definitely going to be making some serious moves in 2018, and ones that can really catapult you and your family and your family's family, your friends, your neighbors, whoever your loved ones are, put you in a great direction moving forward. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to first start off, ladies and gentlemen, with Bitcoin. Okay, now I want you guys to understand something about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is basically the digital version of gold. Now, we all know how important gold is. We all know that it is an asset that here in America, not just here in America, but around the world, is something that many people look at as valuable because it's backed by something. You know, unlike certain, fiat currencies like the US dollar, there's nothing that really backs it anymore. We just print it and print it and print it until we just feel like until we can't stop. There's nothing really backing the US dollar, but gold is something that is backed with value. And basically, I want you guys to understand that's what Bitcoin is. When we're starting to move into the blockchain, the digital age of how things are recorded, how things are stored, and basically how transactions will be taking place, ladies and gentlemen. So Bitcoin, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about what's taking place with Bitcoin really just over the past month of December, okay? Now, you see, guys, right now we're looking at a daily chart of Bitcoin, all right? And in this daily chart, we can actually go all the way back until May. We can go all the way back until May on this on this daily chart, and we can see that we didn't have very much movement in price action. We had a lot of consolidation earlier this year, and as the year started to move closer to the end, as we got into August and September and October, you could see right here that even though the price was consolidating, it was moving in a gradual uptrend, okay? And at the same time, we had previous levels of support being respected. So this level of support right here was being respected by this level, okay? This previous level of support right here was being respected by this level, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So I want you guys to pay attention to the fact that Bitcoin is slowly but gradually moving in an uptrend, okay? So as you can see right here, ladies and gentlemen, right around mid-September, the price of one Bitcoin was about $3,178. Okay, earlier in the year, let's start off. We can see the price is around $2,400 back in May. A few months later, $3,000. A few months later, ladies and gentlemen, you can see now we're at the end of October. We're now at $5,600 per coin. And as the year started to move on and get closer and closer, all the way up until right around December is where things really started to take off, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see right here, once this previous level of support was respected, boom, we got a long bullish vector candle right here, followed by a second long bullish vector candle right here. As you can see, price made a doji, respected previous levels of support, and then boom, shot up even higher, okay? So price basically shot up to about $20,000 per coin before it made its retracement, okay? So this is when the price of Bitcoin got a whole lot of media attention. This is where it started to, be all over the news, all over the TV. Everybody and their mom is talking about it. People are taking mortgages out so they can get a piece of it. Everybody wanted a piece of Bitcoin. And as you can see what happened, Bitcoin made a nice little doji star. All right, basically it looked like a evening star formation, okay? It's not a perfectly clean cut evening star formation, but it was forming an evening star formation. It was definitely an M formation, as you can see right here. It made an M formation. It wasn't the prettiest of prettiest M's, but it did make an M so that it could correct itself. So as you can see, one thing I want you guys to pay attention to, because or you probably don't know, but you're about to learn. The reason why we can tell you this is a strong bullish formation is because you can take a look at the reversal. When the market made its correction, you can see that the correction did not last very long. You see this long wick right here, ladies and gentlemen? That means that there were a lot of orders right here of people who, there were a lot of orders of people right here who attempted to go short. And so the market basically went down here for a second, snatched up all these people who got in the game late thinking that the price was going to crash, and then it sucked it right back up here, okay? So it actually got down to as low as about $10,000 per coin. As you can see, the coin held around that area, around 10,900 roughly, and then price held. You see the price wicked back to the high in a bullish direction, and now we're back up at 14,700, closing in on $15,000 per coin, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm gonna tell you guys one thing, all right? One thing that I know about gold, and being that we've established that it's connected with Bitcoin, is that, because it's backed by a lot of value, and because the US dollar is losing a lot of value, it's basically going to supplement what we use as our paper currency. Not only Bitcoin, but the other ICOs that I'm going to explain to you about in a little bit. This is what we're going to be using from now on in place of what we're currently using, whether you want to believe it or not. I know some of you people are completely stuck on the fact that nothing's ever going to happen to the dollar. And, I have a very good friend of mine who's in business that I respect mightily. This woman's a multi-millionaire, and, she couldn't fathom the idea of the US dollar not being used or accepted as the most popular currency. But in 2018, that's what you're about to see, ladies and gentlemen, especially if these charts look exactly like this. Now, I don't care what they say on TV. I don't care what the media says. I don't care about any of that stuff, you guys, because I'm telling you, that is all a way to either distract you or get you to take your positions at the wrong time. You see, when the media or the majority of people are talking about it, that's when you want to do the opposite. So when the media got this coverage of Bitcoin around $20,000 per coin, and you saw people taking out mortgages, you saw people, taking out life savings to invest in Bitcoin, and then shortly after they got hit in the mouth by a midweek reversal, that's because they didn't know. They don't understand market cycles. They don't understand the importance of timing and positioning. But as you can see right here, ladies and gentlemen, the perfect time to buy Bitcoin would have been right after the reversal on Friday, right around $11,000 to $12,000 per coin. And if you guys want a better idea I can show you guys this, okay? Now we're gonna draw what we call a Fibonacci retracement. And for those of you that are not familiar with Fibonacci retracement, it basically is an indicator that allows you to recognize certain points in the market, certain averages in the market that are hit and that the price actually comes to on a pretty frequent, accurate period of time. Okay, it happens often. All right, so I'm actually going to draw this Fibonacci indicator for you guys. And what you want to do when you draw your Fibonacci is you want to identify the swing high and the swing low of where the market is currently at. So as you can see, if we're looking at this big spike that took place for Bitcoin in the month of December, let's find the most recent swing low, which would be right here. All right, this is where, as you can see, these previous demand levels have been respected. Price came to roughly $5,400 per coin. It retested that area, but as you can see, it held right here and it continued going up. So we're going to draw our Fibonacci from the swing low to the swing high because we're measuring an uptrend. Okay. All right. So that's our Fibonacci ratio. Okay. And I want you guys to understand something. The 61.8, you guys see this ratio right here? This 61.8 ratio is what we consider the golden ratio in Fibonacci. It's the most accurate. It's the one that is hit the most. All right. That level is hit the most. All right, and when that area is hit, it is respected. That is a very respectable Fibonacci level. So anticipate for when price to hit that level, like as you can see it did. You see price hit that 61.8 retracement and then a nice long wick, and it's going right back up the road. So now, being that we're drawing this Fibonacci, and another thing I want you guys to pay attention to, when you're drawing your Fibonacci in uptrend like we are right here, you want to start off drawing from the swing low to the swing high, all right? And if you're measuring a downtrend, you want to start off drawing from the swing high, which would be up here, down to the swing low. So we're measuring an uptrend. So as you can see, price came down to the 61.8 Fibonacci ratio. It hit, and then it wicked off of it very quickly. That means that price is running away from the south side and is moving to the north side in the bullish direction. So now price is currently at the 50.0 Fibonacci. And you see that price is currently closing above that. It's going to the 38.2 level Fibonacci, to 23.6, and so forth. Okay? So Bitcoin is moving in a bullish direction, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody who tells you otherwise, or anybody who just, is just watching the news and telling you that it's a bust, it's a bubble, they do not understand what it is that we're talking about right now. And because we understand this information, you guys, that puts us way ahead of the average investor who is trying to make money off of cryptocurrency. All right, so that's what's going on with Bitcoin, you guys. Like I said, bullish projection. I honestly see Bitcoin hitting. Honestly, I see it hitting over $1 million within the next couple of years, you guys. I'll give it about 2020. Expect to see Bitcoin at $1 million per coin. I kid you not. Okay, because I want you guys to see what's happening right now. Just over the past year, if you go and look at where Bitcoin was at last year, look at this weekly chart. Okay, this time last year, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin was at, about $1,000 per coin. It's 2016. Right, okay. 2016, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin was about $1,000 per coin. And you see where it is at now, ladies and gentlemen, breaking records through the roof. Okay, so look at this. Back in 2013, you could have got Bitcoin for $38 a freaking coin, you guys. That was just 4 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. So understand what's going on. We are currently in the middle of a revolution that is taking place. What you are seeing going on right now is our generation's equivalent to the .com boom, when all those very successful companies came out back in the 1990s, and a lot of people who were involved with those companies either made billions or millions of dollars, and you now have the same opportunity to capitalize on the next big digital currency wave. All right, so moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Litecoin. We just got a chance to talk about Bitcoin, what we saw going on with Bitcoin. If you were not able to get in on Bitcoin at the price that maybe you would have liked to, I have great news for you, because there's another coin called Litecoin. All right, now Litecoin is digital silver. Okay, Bitcoin's digital gold, Litecoin is digital silver. As you can see right here, we have a very similar formation that took place with Bitcoin happening on Litecoin. Price consolidated. All right, ever since it's been on the market back in 2014, price consolidated. Price consolidated. You can get it for $7 a freaking coin, all the way up until March of this year, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys saw what happened with Bitcoin. All right, we're more than likely going to see similar price action happen with Litecoin. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start drawing our Fibonacci levels just so we can get a good idea of representation on how far this could possibly retrace before it continues to move in its bullish uptrend direction. Let's go to our 4-hour chart. That's typically where I like to draw Fibonacci's. All right, so now we want to identify the nearest swing low. Actually, let's go ahead. Let's look at the daily chart right quick. See if we can get something. Okay, we can get something on the daily chart. Even good, better. Okay, so we have the nearest swing low right here. You can take that up to this nearest swing high. Boom. Okay. As you can see, price on Litecoin actually it wicked past the 61.8. It came close down to the 78.6 level of retracement. But as you can see, it held very, very nicely. Okay, and it's quickly gone right back up the road. Ever since it came down to about $150 per coin, it's gone back up to $285 per coin, which is where it's currently at, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is where you can expect to see the next big uptrend take place. All right, I want you guys to pay attention to this. The market moves in cycles. Okay, usually it'll be 3 levels up, 1 level down, or 3 levels down and 1 level up. Sometimes it'll be 3 levels up and then 2 levels down, or it'll be 3 levels down and then 2 levels up. But if it's moving in an uptrend, the majority of the time you're going to see 3 impulse moves to the high followed by a retracement or 2. But because this is a super bullish market, like I said, these coins are really starting to take off like rockets. You're going to see what you see happening right here, which is an impulse move to the high. The reversal is going to be quick, scare out all the people who got in late, kill all the people who got in late and who got in after the fact. Everybody who may not know what's going on, they're going to scare them out as well because they don't understand the market has to correct itself. But as you can see, our Fibonacci levels held, ladies and gentlemen. The market respected our Fibonacci levels. This previous level of demand right here held. As long as price didn't break this, see when price came all the way down to 150 a coin? As long as price didn't break beneath 50 to 60 to $40 per coin, ladies and gentlemen, that means that you can expect for this pair to continue to move in an uptrend. Okay? So pay attention to that. Now we can start to move in on smaller time frames. We can get a better idea on what our entry will be. So the first thing you want to do is you want to start on the higher time frames so you can get an idea on the overall bias of the pair. Okay, so we have an overall long or a bullish bias on Litecoin. As you can see, we had a bullish breakout right here. We had price come back down to the $150 level. It tested right before the spike took off around $94 per coin. It tested the 78.6 Fibonacci. It held respectively. It wicked to the high. And now price is moving right back up the road. So now we can go and look at our daily chart. Now we can start looking for formations that'll give us entries on when we want to take this trade. Okay. Look at our 4-hour chart. Okay, so this is where we now have a W formation. All right, we have a double bottom W formation taking place on the H4 chart for Litecoin. Okay. You guys see what's happening right here? Okay, so this is actually a good time to buy Litecoin. Good time to buy Litecoin right now. Okay, if you have not gotten Litecoin, I caught it from our group last night. We got it around 200 and I want to say, I hope I can give you guys an accurate number. I want to say it was like 260, 270, I believe we got in at. I took it right after I saw that pin. Yep, right around 270 is where I got it Litecoin at after I saw that pin. Okay, so once price started climbing back up the road, which is what it's currently doing right now, I took the trade. Stop loss right beneath the pin. Because if this continues to move in a bullish direction like I anticipate, price is not going to retest this pin right here. Okay, they got a lot of volume trapped down here. They got a lot of people who got scared and short sold the market, thinking it was going to crash, thinking it was a pump and dump, thinking it wasn't real, you know. And they're getting screwed right now, right? So here we go, Litecoin going right back up the road, ladies and gentlemen. So use your Fibonacci indicator to give you a good idea on which direction the market is moving in, give you a good indication on when to place your trade. And as you can see right here, I anticipate for Litecoin to break the previous high of $370. I anticipate for it to go all the way up till soon as it's going to hit $1,000. My first initial guess was earlier this month around New Year's. It may take a little bit longer, but we might get a very nice pulse or impulse off this second level right here, you guys. So this second level of the cycle, I honestly see that it went from the beginning of December, end of December roughly, early December, late November. Prices around 70-80 bucks per coin, and as you can see, it's quintupled in price. All right, quadruples 4, quintuple I believe is 5. So it's quintupled in price. So you see what is possible, because if it quintuples in price from what it's currently at right now, that'd be roughly $1,500 per coin, ladies and gentlemen. So that's very, very possible when you see what just took place just this past month. We had our reset take place. We have our support and our demand levels being respected. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Litecoin is going to hit up the road as well. Digital silver making moves in the cryptocurrency market. Okay. Now there's some other coins, you guys, that are actually smaller than Litecoin, smaller than Bitcoin. You have coins like Ripple. All right. Ripple was roughly around 20. Let's go ahead and pull up a Ripple chart right quick, just to show you guys exactly what Ripple is doing right now. This is a Ripple coin. You can only get Ripple on. Okay, Kraken. All right, so guys, go ahead and take a look at what's going on with Ripple right now. Like I said, we're going to start on our higher time frames. We're going to start on our weekly chart. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that right there. Ripple is clear for liftoff. All right, Ripple was roughly, ever since its indoctrined back in May 2017, earlier this year, you guys, you can see that Ripple was in consolidation. All right, it had a very nice open to Ripple around 35 cents per coin, and then it retraced. All right, it made its first level right here. Its first low was made right here in July. It was retested a few months later in September, and then as you can see, that level was respected. It did not break. It consolidated. And here we are at the very end of the year, ladies and gentlemen, with a very nice bullish uptrend. Okay. So as you can see, after the consolidation range for most of the year, we had our first initial spike to the high. All right. That let us know that this is currently in an uptrend. You see consolidation right here. Okay. Second spike to the high. Boom. Right here. So now we got two levels of rise. Now we're going to anticipate for a third level to come. Being that this is super bullish right now, even though it may retrace some, do not expect for the retrace to break this level right here. Because like I said, this time of the year with these ICOs and with the majority of these cryptocurrencies, they are getting its volume, they are getting its maturation, they are getting out there, they're getting their value up very, very highly in a very quick period of time. So that the average person who doesn't understand these markets will not have the opportunity to get in late. All those people who are skeptics, all those people who are doubting, all those people who are sitting there to wait to see if this is something that's actually going to withstand the test of times are going to be the people who are going to say, I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda, because by that time the value is going to be so high, their money isn't going to go as far as someone who got in when it was pennies to the dollar. So now, you guys, as you can see, we actually got it on this coin right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that entry. Let me show you guys what we got in it on a smaller time frame. All right, we got in this coin right here. Okay, 34 cents per coin. Once I saw the breakout take place, boom, the breakout took place right here. It got up to about 41 cents per coin. Once I saw price come back down a little bit, I'll show you guys. Okay. All right, the breakout took place. Hold on. Let's look at 2 hours. Okay, I know I can probably see it on here. Okay. Yeah, I can. Great. Okay, so once I saw price, ladies and gentlemen, break up above here, it came back down, made this doji. But then when I saw that price was continuing to respect these previous demand levels right here, support holding, blast off. It got up to 87 cents per coin, consolidation, okay? Every single time it tested this previous level support, it held, spiked to the low, held, right back up to the high, making a fake M formation right here. Ripple is about to fly, ladies and gentlemen. You can anticipate for Ripple to go to $2 a coin, $3 a coin, $5 per coin very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. This coin went ahead and did the same thing. The next stop I also see that is $5 per coin. It's a quintupled from 20 to 25 cents up to $1. Dollar some change now. I honestly anticipate for this coin to hit $5 per coin within the next month. Very similar to what happened with it just this past month, okay? So you guys see what's happening right now in the ICO world. You see what's happening with cryptocurrency. This is not a game. This is not a joke. I am showing you guys how levels of support and demand are being respected all throughout the market, giving us very clear formations to buy. All right, you can go down here and look at our relative strength index oscillator, our stochastics as well. As you can see, they are both uptrending. Demand's being respected right here and right here, uptrending right here. We're making higher lows across the board. Higher lows across the board, lower highs, okay? Or excuse me, yeah. Higher lows across the board and higher highs across the board, all right? That is significant information letting us know of a bullish uptrend, and that's currently what we're in right now. So I'm looking at, this is what I'm looking at, you guys. I'm looking to, buy Ripple. I'm looking to, buy Litecoin, buy Bitcoin. After those reversals especially, you guys. Okay, and if you're going to put a stop loss up on these trades, where I will put a stop loss up is right beneath where this previous level support was, right around 66, 67 cents per coin. I will put my stop loss right around, roughly right around 39 to 40 cents per coin on, that would be a safe stop loss on Ripple. If you want to do an aggressive stop loss on Ripple, I would say you can honestly put your stop loss right around 59 to 60 cents per coin, just beneath this level right here, okay? So you can put it right around 59, 60 cents per coin. Price should not retest it. Okay, let's go ahead, let's take a look at, if we were gonna put a stop loss for Litecoin, we'll put our stop loss right beneath this 61.8. Or excuse me, yes, right beneath the 61, right beneath the 78.6 actually. Right around 146, 147, $146, $147 per coin. All right. I don't honestly anticipate for price to come back down here. As you can see, they made a fake M formation. Fake M formation, price is starting to continue to climb. It should break this previous level of $364, $365 per coin. All right. If you were to put a stop loss for Bitcoin, I'll put my stop loss right around. All right, I'll put my stop loss right around, right in the single digits. So like right around $9,000 per coin is where I'll put my stop loss for Bitcoin. If you're gonna be buying Bitcoin, I see Bitcoin hitting $100,000 next. That's the next target. It'll probably hit $100,000 per coin sometime by the spring of 2018 at this rate. And like I said, stop loss right around $9,000 per coin. So that's going to go from $15,000 to roughly $100,000 per coin. And it should not retest this previous level right here after it makes this first initial spike, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what I see going on with the big three, all right, that are on the cryptocurrency market right now. A few other sleepers that I can, give you guys some information on. If you're currently involved with my group, you already know what they are. We are currently up 5 times on this other coin. 10 times on this other coin. All right, we're looking for 10x projections, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're interested in learning how to 10x your coin, how to make 10 times what you invested per coin, ladies and gentlemen, get in contact with me, get in contact with somebody who is involved with what we have going on at Winning Ways Trading. So I want to thank you guys for checking out this video. Stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more videos similar to this one just to keep you guys updated with what's going on in the cryptocurrency market world. And we're also going to be touching on, how it relates to Forex, how it relates to the foreign exchange market. This is what we do all day, every day, you guys. I mean, we know this like the back of our hand. So if you guys are looking for some real good guidance on what to do with these cryptocurrencies, holla at us. We'll get you right. But that's all I want to share with you guys. Bitcoin, Litecoin, XRP. This is the move for 2018. This is what is going to be revolutionary in the financial markets and really just in society as a whole. This blockchain technology, guys, is really exciting. It's really going to allow things to be run a lot more smooth and a lot more on track and a lot more organized, should I say. All right, so let's go ahead and get excited. And as always, you guys, thank you for checking out this video, and I look forward to seeing you at the top and not from the top. It's your main man, Elon Winning Ways. I'm signing out. Happy trading, happy weekend, happy life. Peace.